Hey guys, welcome into our Facebook live chat. The day is finally here, the mega fight between Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor finally going down tonight at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. We want to know who you have and why, so make sure you comment below. We'll try to get to those later on in the show. We're speaking to many experts on this. Don't worry, it's not just me. So hang tight. We got a fun-filled event here before the fight goes down later on in the evening. A little background on these guys. You've already heard these names. You don't really need it, but Floyd "Money" Mayweather, of course, the 40-year-old coming out of a 2-year retirement, 49-0 record with 29 career KOs. Meanwhile, McGregor, the notorious, the much younger UFC star, 29 years old, 21 wins, 3 losses, and 18 knockouts in his career. Now, this will be a 12-round middleweight bout. Obviously, we're seeing how McGregor does in the ring. The gloves are down from 10 ounces to 8 ounces. Of course, Mayweather is used to those normal 10-ounce gloves. McGregor is used to 4-ounce gloves, so they met somewhere in the middle, hoping to make this a little more even. So we'll see how that pans out. And how to watch. You can purchase this fight through NESN.com, so make sure you hop on and get the fight. You can stream it on any of your devices, or if you're watching on TV, you can order through Showtime. And how to follow along, of course, if you're like me, you'll be watching on Twitter, seeing all the action, seeing the tweets. So you can follow along on the hashtag Mayweather McGregor, and check out our Twitter. We'll be posting about this as well. More importantly, let's take a look back at how this all went down. Here are some big moments from the Mayweather McGregor LA World Tour.
We'd like to welcome the undefeated 12-time world champion in 5 different weight classes, the best ever, the undisputed pound for pound world champion, none other than Floyd "Money" Mayweather!
He's in a tracksuit. He can't even afford a suit anymore. Nobody out in about 20 years. Dance for me, boy. Dance for me, son. Dance for me. There's no other way about it. His little legs, his little core, his little head. I'm gonna knock him out inside 4 rounds, mark my words. Hard work. Hard work. Hard work. Hard work.
Why is 21 a number? That's how long I've been kicking ass.
All work is what? All work is what?
Well, point to the easy work then. I don't give a if it's a ring. I don't give a if it's an octagon. Put me in there and I'ma kick ass.
Don't be talking.
Let me show you what a $100 million fighter look like. Still got $100 million and then he never touched this.
That's to the tax man.
You right. I'm the IRS, and I'ma tax your ass. He look good for a 7-figure fighter. He look good for an 8-figure fighter. But I'm a 9-figure fighter.
And now I'm joined by host for SB Nation Radio, Matt Perrault. And Matt, it is not lost on us that even though you're in Las Vegas right now, where everyone wants to be, you found somewhere with a Patriots banner behind you.
Yes, absolutely. Well, it's my house, so it's in my sports room. So I'm from Boston. I'm Andover, Mass. originally, so had to show a little support.
I think a lot of NESN fans instantly like you a lot better after that. Now, let's talk about this. You're in Las Vegas. You've been there all week, and you've been seeing all the good stuff going on. What is the scene like there right now?
Look, it's one of those situations where when a McGregor fight happens, Ireland takes over Las Vegas. It always has, but this is a different story because Mayweather also is from, is from Las Vegas in terms of where he lives. There's a big Mayweather contingency. A lot of people are pulling for Mayweather, so you do kind of have a clash between the Team Mayweather people, the Team Money people, and also the McGregor people. But the energy of this fight, the passion of this fight, why this fight's going to do 5 million pay-per-views tonight, it's all on the Conor McGregor side. Yesterday at the weigh-ins, I've never seen anything like it. 16,000 people at a weigh-in. It's a record for Las Vegas. It was at T-Mobile Arena. You could have told me a basketball game was going on because they were selling beer. They had carving stations. They had hot dog stands. I mean, it was ridiculous to watch two men get onto a scale for literally 10 seconds apiece. So this has been an amazing experience, something I never will forget. It's been an electric week here in Vegas.
There's no doubt that those fans from Ireland, they're pumped up for this one. Now, would you say you've seen more fans there rooting for McGregor?
Well, look, it's tough to say because on the ground, the answer is yes. Who has tickets to this event tonight? I don't know because the ticket prices are so high. It's $500 to get into this event. Ringside's 10,000. We're gonna have a star-studded affair. We know of the on the great seats, but up in the T-Mobile Arena, inside of those seats, will we see casual fans or real diehard Ireland people coming over? The weigh-ins yesterday was pretty much 80-20 for Mayweather. So, excuse me, for McGregor, but that's more because the tickets were free. So I don't know tonight. The anticipation is it's going to be a heavily pro-McGregor crowd, but we'll have to wait and see once this thing actually goes off because ticket prices are so high. You have to wonder who actually was buying those tickets.
Well, speaking of that crowd, we imagine a lot of celebrities will be there. Now, do you have any insight into any big celebs that are going to be in the crowd?
Well, we know Mark Wahlberg's coming, and I've
course.
heard Mark Wahlberg's going to be part of the broadcast in some form or fashion tonight. So either see him either on the pay-per-view or potentially on the Fox portion of it, which will be on broadcast television. But Charlize Theron's going to be here. She's a big mixed martial arts person, big boxing fan. Just had that movie that came out where she played a superhero. So we know she's going to be in the crowd. And then WME, IMG, they own the UFC and they basically own Hollywood. So I'm guessing we're going to see quite a few shots of those talented people, those actors and actresses that are wanting to get some eyeball on them for whatever they're going to push, whatever movie, whatever TV show they got coming out. There'll be a lot of pub tonight, a lot of publicity tonight for those people.
Yeah, there will be some big names there. Get your pen ready for some autographs. Now, we know that Mayweather is the heavy favorite in this one. Listen, you've been talking to experts all week. What have people been saying? Does McGregor have any chance in this?
Look, I'm somebody who is look. I was born and raised in Boston, so someone who has learned the boxing world before I learned the mixed martial arts world. Coming to Vegas the last 2 years, I've spent quite a bit of time learning UFC people, learning about the sport, and learning about the inferiority complex that they're forced to feel towards boxing. And this really is a team sport. It's weird. This is team boxing versus team mixed martial arts. And McGregor has really taken a hold of that. You saw him, posing off, doing some Bruce Lee type of stuff. He has said this is Bruce Lee type bleep. This fight for him, he understands what he is doing by going into the ring with a 49-0 fighter like Floyd Mayweather Jr. So I think he has a shot. I think it has to be early. But if you talk to experts who are boxing people, they're laughing at this. If you talk to mixed martial arts people, they understand what Conor's going to bring to the table and the fact that he's going to bring something that Floyd's never seen before. And how big of a difference does that make? We will see. The weight we know is going to be a dramatic factor. I mean, Mayweather yesterday did not even make 150. He had 5 pounds to spare when it came to weighing in. And we know that Conor McGregor, normally when he fights at 155 in the UFC, will fight at 168, 169 normally, maybe even 170 at times. So he's going to have about a 20-pound weight advantage tonight going into the ring against Mayweather. And he has talked a lot about the fact that his small head, as he says, Mayweather's small head, will not absorb the punishment that McGregor's going to give him. The question is, can Conor get to the head for Mayweather? And if he does, that's the question.
Well, it will all go down in a matter of hours. Now, we see that it's light out behind you. It's obviously dark here in the East Coast. Any idea what time this fight will actually go down?
Yes. So if you are someone who's planning your night, and if you don't care about any of the undercards, these guys are not going to walk to the ring until 11:15 Eastern time at the earliest. They are going to milk every second from a pay-per-view buy perspective. They're going to give everyone a chance to think twice, say, I'm not going to watch this fight. And then they have that remote in their hands and that buy button on their screen, and they're going to wait and wait and wait, and they want you to press buy. So my guess is this fight starts at 11:30 Eastern time and probably concludes somewhere around 12:15 or so Eastern time. I know it's not great for the East Coast people, but for us here in Vegas, it's actually perfect because it's 9:15 and the after parties get going about 10, and then it's a whole fun night. So we do it for us here in Vegas, not for you guys on the East Coast, unfortunately.
Well, Matt, something tells me that you're in for a late night as well. So
yeah, it should be a lot of
brag
fun.
too much
Vegas
over
is going to be rocking tonight for sure.
Well,
Welcome into Studio D. Courtney Cox here, joined by...
And now we're joined by yet another guest, Joe Osborn of Oddshark. Joe, thanks so much for your time.
Rachel, the money fight is here. Let's do it.
I know, and this is an especially busy time for you, so we really appreciate you logging on with us via Skype. Now, Joe, I want to ask you, how have the odds changed today?
Oh, it's insane right now. Anywhere you look, whether it's online or in Vegas, there's different prices all over the place. One book that we track, primarily Bovada, Mayweather is being offered right now at minus 375, with McGregor coming back at plus 285. Now that price on Mayweather, that's one of the best you'll find anywhere on the internet or in Las Vegas. So if you're looking to place a bet on him and you haven't already done so, you should probably jump on that soon.
Yeah, I want to ask you, for someone who's not in the betting world like myself, how do I get value on this fight?
Okay, so for a lot of casual bettors out there who might have a few $100s to bet, or maybe even just $20, I think they're looking to get the absolute best bang for their buck. So that means they're looking for some plus money bets. Now, obviously, there's not a whole lot of value in betting either fighter to win straight up. So for Mayweather, I would recommend betting him to win by decision, which you can currently get at plus 250. Now, the reason I like Mayweather by decision, he's gone to a decision now in 7 straight fights and in 12 of his last 14. Obviously, he's going after that 50-0 record, and I don't see him taking too many risks offensively, so I can see him dragging it out and winning by decision. For McGregor now, the value on him has completely dried up. I mean, he's plus 285 right now. So McGregor, the way I see it, if he wins this fight, he wins it by one way only, and that's by knockout. There's no way he's going to win by decision. So instead of betting him to win straight up, instead of betting him to win by knockout, take it one step further, bet him to win inside 4 rounds, which you can get anywhere from plus 400 to plus 500, depending on what sportsbook you use.
Okay, Joe, let's just be real. Everyone is picking Mayweather in this one. Is it possible that the experts are overestimating Mayweather and not giving McGregor enough credit?
I think a lot of people actually are underestimating McGregor on this one. You hear all the boxing guys, the boxing experts, giving their 2 cents on this. They're treating McGregor like he's some guy just kind of coming off the street to step in to fight Mayweather, and that's far from the truth. Of course, we know that McGregor is one of the best hand-to-hand tacticians in the UFC. We know what happens when he lands that left. He drops people that have never even been dropped before, actually. Today actually marks, one thing that's really being discounted, today marks 714 days since Mayweather's last fight. Now, this might not be that big of a deal for a guy who's in the prime of his career, 30 years old, for example, but he's a 40-year-old man, so I think he's going to lose a little bit of quickness, and I think that might give McGregor the opportunity to land.
Well, this is great advice, Joe. Thanks so much, and go get those bets in while you can. We appreciate it.
Rachel, good luck to you, and good luck to everyone watching. Enjoy the money fight!
Woohoo! It's here. All right, next up, our own Courtney Cox spoke to Mike Coppinger, senior writer for Ring Magazine, who is in Las Vegas for the big fight. Here's what he had to say.
Welcome into Studio D. Courtney Cox here, joined by senior writer for Ring Magazine, Mike Coppinger. Mike, thanks for talking to us again.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
No surprise where you are right now. Look at the background. You're in Vegas. Mayweather, McGregor, the time has come. So first and foremost, what's it been like today during the weigh-ins? What's the atmosphere like?
You know, today's been the first time it's really felt like a true mega fight. I think the Irish arrived either last night / tomorrow, like this morning. They took over the weigh-in completely. When I walked in, there was like a pack of like 15 or so. Yeah, there they are right there, singing 49-1. You know, in a shot to say that Mayweather's going to lose for the first time. He's going 50-0. They were falling down the escalator. They're pretty drunk. It was a mob scene inside T-Mobile Arena. I saw scalpers selling weigh-in tickets that were free for $65 and up.
No.
So,
wow. Well, so obviously we're not going to see Justin Bieber. Him and Mayweather are on the outs right now. But has there been any celebrity sightings in Vegas, or are they probably going to wait till tomorrow before they roll into the Strip?
Well, Snoop Dogg's been here all week, so that's one. But he's throwing some parties at Dre's, and Drake's coming in, LeBron James, Charlize Theron, and Angelina Jolie. A lot of the NBA players are coming in soon, and the rappers. So, yeah, it's definitely going to be a big fight feel. It doesn't get much bigger than Drake and LeBron, right?
This is true. Now, you are a boxing expert. So why do you think when you're looking at the bets that people are putting on this fight, why are so many people betting McGregor when every boxing expert is saying there's just no chance he's going to win this? Is it just because the return is so good if you bet on McGregor?
Not even the return. It's just that, all those fans are buying what promotion is sold, which is that Conor McGregor has a chance, and he really does not. But, they're really not even great odds on McGregor. When the fight was announced, if we were, let's say McGregor wasn't some star, he should really be something like an 80-1 underdog or something crazy, I mean, to me, if he wins, it's the biggest upset in sports history. So I think people are going to lose a lot of money.
Well, you just said if he wins. Now, there's been some talk, too, of boxing, of fans of the boxing world that have said, if he wins, they're going to question the authenticity of this fight. Do you feed into that at all?
I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I don't see anything. A fight this big, it's pretty hard to fix or, mess around with a fight of this magnitude. There's too much at stake. I don't think either guy is going to, no, I don't see any way.
All right, well, will McGregor land a punch? Just a single punch in your eyes?
I mean, I'll probably land a few because it's a fight, but I don't know if he's going to land anything of consequence or any clean flush shots. I doubt it. He's fighting the greatest defensive fighter of all time, so I don't see why he would.
All right, well, we've been talking about this fight for what seems like forever. It's really only been a short period of time since the announcement, but the time has come. So do you have any final predictions for how long this fight is going to last? We know that you think Mayweather is going to take this one hands down.
Yeah, I think Mayweather's going to knock him out in rounds 6, 7, 8. He'll toy with him a little bit first, and then bloody him up probably and knock him out. Maybe from a body shot, or maybe McGregor will put it on his stool. But I don't think it's going to be competitive, one iota.
Well, a big weekend for you guys at Ring Magazine. Obviously, you can follow along with Mike on Twitter at Mike Coppinger, but where can people follow along with the rest of your team?
At Ring Magazine on Twitter.
All right, well, there you have it, Mike. Enjoy the weekend. Make sure to get a little bit of sleep. I'm sure it's very hard right now, but it's going to be an exciting one. All of us watching from home are so excited to see how this one plays out.
All right, thanks so much for having me on.
A lot of comments on Facebook right now asking what time the fight is scheduled to go down. Again, it's 9 p.m. the main event starts, but we expect the mega fight to go down somewhere closer to 11:30, 11:45 Eastern time. So we're in for a late one here today. Of course, a lot of the reason for the buzz is because these guys are pros on social media. Together, combined on Instagram, these guys have 34 million followers. So let's take a look at some of the better social media posts over the past few days. This is one I like. Floyd Mayweather, talking doesn't win fights. Now, my favorite part about this tweet is Manny Pacquiao, in a since-deleted tweet, responded, "But running does, wink face. God bless you on your fight tonight." Now, Conor McGregor, he posted a pic with an Irish flag saying, "Raising the tricolor with pride. Thank you to all the fans who showed up at the weigh-ins. Tomorrow we go to war." Of course, we already heard how many fans turned out for McGregor. They're rooting for them over there in Las Vegas. Now, this picture of McGregor's new baby in a three-piece suit. He's ready for this fight, from McGregor's Instagram account. Man, I wish I looked that good as a baby. I wish I looked that good as an adult, actually. And this is from Dana White's Instagram. The WC belt, made up of over 3,000 diamonds, alligator leather, and the total cost estimated at over $1 million. That will go to the winner of this one, as if they needed more money. And speaking of money, there is a lot of that involved. The highest transaction was someone who bought 4 ringside tickets for over $100,000. Man, they really want to watch this fight like the rest of us, but they're putting their money where their mouth is. Floyd Mayweather will earn a guaranteed purse of $100 million. He'll likely earn closer to $250 million. McGregor will earn a minimum purse of $30 million. He will likely bring in over $100 million. So no matter who wins, McGregor or Mayweather, we can't really feel bad for these guys now, can we? So fight time, it's almost here. We'll let you get to it. Thanks so much for tuning in and enjoy.